From Cobb County, Georgia, we welcome you to baseball from SunTrust Park. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball on the show, and it starts right now. Mike Foltynewicz, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Billy Hamilton.
First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
In now, Jose Peraza. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Peraza carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Hamilton at third with nobody out. Ready with the 0-2. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, this lineup's got to go about it a little bit differently, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They're in the bottom third in slugging percentage in the league. But they can string some hits together, manufacture some runs, create some problems on the base pass, being aggressive, and try and attack you that way. Be on the lookout for that.
So coming to the plate, Joey Votto. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2. This is pulled into right, and a base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Reds jump out in front here 1-0.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
In now, Adam Duvall, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. 1 run is not going to kill you.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. His career line with Fulton Avage, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. 2 out with the man at first. High pop up. Freeman is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Reds are on top, 1-0. Brendan Finnegan, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's Ender Inciarte. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a pop-up now, and he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, one guy to watch is Nick Markakis. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. One out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Brandon Finnegan, not great. He's 1 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. A 1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
0-2, here it comes. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Ryan Schimpf has come up in big spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the NL in RBIs. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1. Missed with a slider. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 2-1 home is taken high above the zone.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Coming to the plate now, Johan Camargo. And now the Braves look to put more across the plate in this opening frame. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Ball 1. Camargo is most often considered a third baseman, but he's actually playing shortstop for his club in this one.
Yeah, this would usually scare me a little bit. Third base being such a reactionary position, and then going over to short and that being more of a rhythm and timing, creating footwork towards first base. Might have a little bit more time, but the way the shifts have been employed in today's game, he occasionally touches shortstop. He occasionally touches second base, so I don't think this is a stretch.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Coming in is Hamilton. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second. All even now at 1-1. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 0-1 delivery. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. He's set, and the pitch. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Here comes the first pitch. And there he goes towards second. Hit down the line at first. Now the 0-2 pitch. Little dribbler up the first baseline. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
In now for the Reds, Brendan Finnegan, runner in scoring position with two gone. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Big tilt on the slider against his swing and a miss. Schebler at second with two down. One and two the count to the Reds pitcher.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One left for Cincinnati. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Stepping into the box, Kurt Suzuki, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Kurt Suzuki.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
This at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
3-0 now. And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike one. The 3-1. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
So stepping in, Lane Adams, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch on its way. No balls and one strike. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Mike Foltynewicz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. One and two now to the Braves pitcher.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. He'll try again. 1-2. A little bouncer. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. The 1-2 is up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike three. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Through two, we're tied one apiece. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Billy Hamilton. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. it way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Now back. Shortstop.
And here's Jose Peraza looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner back standing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
This is a tough spot here to turn two off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least one out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get one out in a spot like this.
The 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Camargo brings it in on to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base. In is Joey Votto now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Two out, nobody on. Ball two.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 home. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Reds go down quietly. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ender Inciarte. He popped out in his first trip.
Ender Inciarte.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
From the stretch. Fouled away. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. One there. Back to first, and Markakis bounces into a double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Lays off. 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with two men out. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Braves go down quietly. Through three complete, all tied one apiece. Now to the plate, Adam Duvall. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Adam Duvall.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with three straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Into the box now, Scooter Gennett. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. This year against right-handed pitching, Gennett has a batting line residing in the 230s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Gennett is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a 16th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
One run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And that brings up Scott Schebler as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Two-0 count, the pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Ready for another chance? Eugenio Suarez, man at first after the 2-out walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Schebler, the runner at first with 2 gone. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Reds leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ryan Schimpf, will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. Ryan Schimpf with a solo shot, number 31 for him on the season, and now it's 2-1 in favor of Atlanta.
And it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues the hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Albies with a 1-1 count now. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Johan Camargo waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. Another full count pitch home. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And that's low, ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
The 2-1. Dribbled up the line, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he looks at his sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
The catcher, number 24, Kurt.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Suzuki playing here in his age 34 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a flare out toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Lane Adams.
Now at the plate, Lane Adams. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Mike Foltynewicz, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1. Left side. Scooped up. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. One for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. We played 4. It's now 2-1 Atlanta. Leading off the inning, Tucker Barnhart, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tucker Barnhart.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Digging in, Brendan Finnegan comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he will beat the tag by Suzuki, safe at home plate.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, Dero, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
And here's Jose Peraza. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So he's in safely there following the one-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And we'll see right there that the Reds are currently best in the NL in that department. Hamilton leads off second with one gone in the inning. Sliders in for a strike. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Two gone in the Cincinnati fifth. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Loud contact there, but it's well fouled.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he fouls this one off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Adams has a read on it. Oh, don't know what happened there, but he missed it. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Now batting.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the base is empty, it doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Standing in now, Adam Duvall. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hard hit ball to second. Albies picks it up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 brave error, and 1 man left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Reds out in front, 3-2. Here's Ender Inciarte. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And he gets the call that time for strike number one. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Jeanette fields it cleanly. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. 0 for 1 with a run scored. Thus far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A bare hand for one. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. Braves go down without a whimper here. Still a 3-2 ball game. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
Second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
First offering on its way. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Into the box now, Scott Schebler. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Jeanette gets his lead at first, nobody out. There's a strike. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
The 1-2. Fouled off. A runner at first with no outs here. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. It swung on and missed the throw.
0-1's the count.
It's there, and he is out trying to steal second as he's nailed by Suzuki.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
Three twos are scored here in inning number 6. Oh, and 2 to count to Suarez. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. None left for Cincinnati, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Wandy Peralta is on his way into the ball game now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Ryan Schimpf will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. He's set, and the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. The pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And that swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's 1 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Ozzie Albies, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Schebler will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the shortstop, Johan Camargo.
Digging in the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. From the stretch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They trail 3-2. Back here at SunTrust Park, Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Grant Dayton is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 75, Grant Dayton.
Tucker Barnhart will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Tucker Barnhart.
And a step off. Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Dayton, originally from the state of Alabama, he was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike. And 2, here it comes. He's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Bill Johnson.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Billy Hamilton. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Stepping in now, Jose Peraza, as he swings and lifts a pop-up out behind short. Camargo is there, and that's the 3rd out. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Jared Hughes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jared Hughes.
Coming to the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now the 1-0.
finds the zone, strike one.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line to the right side. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the seventh.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Standing in now, Lane Adams, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 on its way.
Nope, that's a ball.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Nope, 1-1.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Suzuki stands at second with no outs. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Tyler Flowers will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25, Tyler Flowers.
Ground ball right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away.
Center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set. Here it comes. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. High and away, not close. 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Here it is, the 3-0. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Schebler ranging back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Now the relay home. And it's in time to get him. But they are able to tie it up late here as a run scored on the play.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Stepping in, Ryan Schimpf. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. It's a grand slam. So he will touch him all on the grand slam. His second of the game, as it is now 7-3.
With a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give him some if I could hand some out.
The batter, number 1. Second baseman.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So, personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Braves 7 and the Reds 3. Sam Freeman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 39, Sam Freeman.
Leading off the inning, Joey Votto, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Votto brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Oh, and that liner caught him. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
You know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Into the box, Adam Duvall, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. And that misses. 1-1.
1-1.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Back up the middle. And another base hit as this is through into center, and they're in business now to start the 8th.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Scooter Gennett is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Votto at second, Duvall at first with no outs. And it's fouled away. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The batter, right fielder, Scott Shebler.
And that brings up Scott Shebler. He struck out swinging in his last. Trip to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Strike 2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Oh, and 2, here it is. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Settling in now, Eugenio Suarez. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
The 2-0 on the way. Is offered at and missed for the first strike. Three and 1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Markakis. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kevin Quackenbush will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Number 61.
Pennington is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 4.
And the next in is York. On Camargo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A ball and no strike. Now the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. After it is Hamilton. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Lane Adams.
So digging in now, Lane Adams. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that misses inside, 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 gets him looking, strike 3. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Now in the box, Tucker Barnhart, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left, 4th home run for him on the season, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Into the box now, Cliff Pennington, standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Popped him up. Albies over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready now for Cincinnati, Billy Hamilton. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Albies scoops it up onto first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
Now at the plate, Jose Peraza. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's set, and the pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Right around 25,000 strong comes to their feet. And strike 3 called on a pitch that looked out of the zone. And that's the kind of ball game it's been for these guys, as this one is officially put into the books.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Atlanta get their 20th home win this year. Grant Dayton earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 7 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors,